Power 6:15. Exactly how we playing. It's your boy Dan Diddy.
Ambitious Ace.
Bang bang boomerang.
If I didn't want shit to get dirty, I would pour something out for Ghost.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take forever to clean this cloth off if I did that.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Ghost
R.I.P.
and everybody. R.I.P. Spanky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody. That's 100% confirmed dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They did that.
Gone.
Yeah. So Tasha, she went over to Omar Epps' house.
Yes, it
Stop
did.
calling him Omar Epps.
He looked like
Good.
Omar
No, he
Epps.
don't.
Yes, he does.
I don't see it.
I don't see it, bro.
Somebody agrees with me.
Oh,
She said it's the eyes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He look like your local drug dealer. I don't know about Omar Epps.
That's
though.
very, very judgmental of black folks in general.
Oh,
That's
man.
true. That's true.
So, man, Tasha, she slept with him. Tariq spazzed out on her when she came in the house.
Where you been?
you been at?
Where you been at? I was worried.
Now, I was mad
scared.
when I heard that.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, "Little Mo, who the fuck you think you talking to?"
Yo, he the man of the house now.
Yeah.
The man of the apartment. It's just not the house. So just to backtrack for 1 second, did y'all, when y'all saw the gun, did y'all know exactly what was going to happen with the gun at that point?
Which gun?
Omar Epps' gun. Q's gun.
Thank you. Yes, I figured it out right then and there. I called it
Yeah.
Called what?
that she was gonna frame him. When she looked at the gun and was just like that, I was just like, nah. And I looked right
Yeah.
over.
Oh, I'm thinking, no, I'm okay. So, okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that you knew she was going to replace his gun with the other person's gun. My only issue towards the end was he said, "That's not my gun." Bro, you barely even looked at it. But that's a whole nother topic. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
We just saw the gun. I thought maybe she was going to kill somebody with it and then put it back
No,
and have the body on his gun.
I was thinking something like that too.
no, I was thinking about Tasha. And
Yeah.
Tasha do
That's what
anything
I'm
to
saying.
save her kids.
That's what I'm saying. I thought she was going to kill somebody, put a body on the gun, and then put the gun
When
back.
Tasha,
Yeah.
I mean, ever since she killed Lala's character,
Keisha.
it's just like I really think Keisha want to do that again. So I mean, I feel like
I mean, she was posted up in the car like she was ready.
she was, but she wasn't about that life.
She wasn't about it,
She
man.
wasn't. But
If she was a real hood rat, she would have took a selfie right there.
A little
I'm glad
bit.
she did. But go ahead. I was just dispelling what Ghost said.
he
Later on
didn't
in
say
the episode.
hood rat. He said
I could have sworn
he
he
said chicken.
He said
head
chicken head.
Oh, okay, my bad.
from the
Yeah,
hood.
that's a big
Those are
difference.
Chicken head from the hood.
Those
Yeah.
are those are synonyms though.
Yeah,
so
I knew a few
you
chicken
gotta get
heads.
that.
That's a whole different.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So what happened next?
So after that,
They woke up.
Tariq went to go meet with
No, so we sped up. She was asleep. She fell
Right.
asleep. She
Sure.
slept good.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
he
then
went caught the
Tariq
news.
woke her up, showed her the news. He's
Mhm.
not going to jail. She's like, "I'm gonna go handle it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tariq had to go. He had to meet up with Elisa Marie.
Elisa Marie.
Elisa Marie.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see that scene from another perspective.
Mhm.
He called Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you guys heads at this point? Because everything's still lining up.
My
perfect.
heads is just like, okay, I'm tired of the filler. Let's get to the meat of the episode. Cause
Yeah, I was feeling the same way.
it's just like, all right, I get that we get to see these scenes from the other perspective. And I do appreciate how they were kind of rushing through it because it was kind of speeding up.
Yeah,
a
they
little
did.
bit.
They did kind of speed through it.
But at the same time, I'm just like, let's get to the juicy part.
Let's
Come
go.
on, let's just get to it, you know? So that's where my head was during that time.
Yeah, same here, man. My mind was like, wrap it up. Let's get to the point, man. Who shot Ghost?
But I do
Ramona.
like the extra kind of like scenes that played out because of that. Like,
Yeah.
I know I've been on the fence about this whole perspective thing, but I think I like this episode's perspective the best. It was this one and Tommy's.
Yeah.
Because I felt like we got some real exchanges
Mm.
during this episode, especially with Ghost talking to Tasha like that. I was just like, good God, I could see why you want to kill him after having a discussion like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, I do like the perspective element from this episode though.
Yeah, the whole way he spoke to Tasha was just kind of like, damn. So, because every single time we saw somebody else's perspective, I just kept saying, Ghosts don't really talk like that. So
No.
when we saw the perspective, it was like, that actually lines up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess at this point, he was just so fed up with Tasha
Yeah,
for whatever
over with.
reason
He was, yeah.
that, because, I mean, technically, Tasha really did never accept him changing and getting out of the game.
Which
like,
I love that scene. When
And
they talked about
yeah,
it.
in that scene, that's why I was like, this is the real perspective
That
of
was
me.
good.
Because he's like, yeah, I loved you, but you ain't never loved this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he had some truth to that. And when he pointed at the bathroom, remember, you want me to be the biggest goddamn drug dealer.
Yeah.
And I was just like, shit. He hit on it right there.
And she
yeah,
got
because he argued that he could be more.
yeah. They got the son selling drugs out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ghost is like, yo, we gave this kid everything.
Yeah.
Now you have him selling drugs.
Yeah.
So I can see that frustration.
Yeah. That's the toughest part to deal with in this whole show. It's just the fact that it's like Ghost, he really, like, for being as shitty as he was about it, he really did try everything he could to keep
get
Tariq
out.
away from
Oh
this.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Everything.
that's the part that probably hurts the most. Because, like, we know
Yeah.
he really tried, but
Yeah.
Tariq still feels some type of way about it. Like, Tariq's like, you ain't never did shit for me. Kanan
Yeah.
actually, like, bro, Kanan just took you on a roll.
Exactly.
He got you all drugged up, took a selfie with your ass, about to kill you.
Yeah, he's about to. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And Tariq didn't really feel it until after he killed Ghost that was the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially that one scene that got me where we saw the perspective from Tariq talking to Ghost and he was drinking.
Yeah.
So and that right there really let me know. I was just like, yo, the way he was talking to Tariq.
But
was,
I know what he was saying. Like,
I
'cause-
get it too, but it was just like the manner in which, like, I felt them tears from Tariq. Like, I was just like, Mark Rainey, he did great this episode.
He's amazing.
Because I felt that my dad is talking to me like he wants to murder me, kind of
But
thing.
Yeah.
nah, see, okay, so I got a son and he's 9 and he's hard headed as fuck.
Like-
So it's like when I see that scene, I'm just like, see, it's like you don't want to be like that.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all,
that's true. That's
whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they're not listening.
true.
Yeah.
Like you already made that mistake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're trying to help,
Yeah.
but they kind of come off as if you're not doing anything for them, and it's just like
Exactly.
it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, especially considering like Ghost literally a couple like last season was basically telling Tariq like, yo, you could be in this politician game. You know what I'm saying? Like you're too smart for this
Bigger.
drug dealing shit.
Yep.
But obviously, as we can see, Tariq just don't want to be nothing but a fucking shitbag drug dealer.
Which is
I
weird.
mean, and it's hard because I mean, Ghost has been kind of teetering on that line, going back and forth, and I don't know. I kind of feel both sides of the equation because this is like I don't blame Tariq for like feeling this way because I still feel like even
He
though
still didn't understand
yeah
because even Kanan told him.
yeah
Like
Yeah.
like even when Kanan was talking to him, he kind of explained like he didn't understand. Tommy even told him
yeah
like
Yeah.
you don't understand. He's too young to understand. I'm pretty sure in Power Book season 2, we're gonna see a point where he gets to the point where he's just like, damn,
I messed up. Yeah.
like all of this shit actually makes sense because that's what happens with everybody. It happened to me when my dad would talk to me, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear shit. I know what the fuck I'm doing. But then like as you get older, the stuff that your parents told you is just
Yeah.
like,
Start coming to
damn.
life. Yep.
damn, that actually makes sense now. They may not have told me the 100% correct way to go about it,
Yeah.
but it is actually coming to fruition. So let's skip all of the, let's skip the bulk. of-
Well, I wanted to mention Tommy and Tasha's scene, how that was completely different.
I mean, that seems more
Because-
like how Tommy would carry it.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody's in the house first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he didn't aim the gun to the back of her head. He did it right in front of her face.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "But your family don't deserve that." Is that what he said?
Mhm.
But your family don't deserve that, or whatever like that.
That
So
was a good line.
I really
I
like
think
how
he said
that
the kids
scene
don't.
played out. The kids don't deserve that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I really love how that. That's why I feel like this episode was the natural, real perspective because this is how I felt these characters would actually react.
That's a good one.
So I really like that scene.
Yeah. So with that scene, I was just like, man, I'm gonna really miss Tommy.
Yeah,
Me
That-
too.
yeah.
That's all I was honestly thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, man, you killed that scene. Just love how you came and started looking. First of all, I would have hauled ass as soon as I saw him walk by me and
start
start
checking
checking
doors.
doors. Yeah, I'm out. I'm hauling ass.
Checking the
I'm
kitchen
gone.
cabinets.
Make sure nobody hiding up in this
Yeah,
cabinet.
he was, Like he barely was even listening. He was listening to make sure there was nobody else in the house hiding. Like he looking in rooms, look for a second, and then we went to the bedroom. He just stayed quiet and like no voices.
Yeah.
Walked up, big problem.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, Joseph Okoye is such a good fucking actor.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a straight
Really
asshole, man. If y'all ain't seen Intruders, go watch it because it's Anyway, so after that, man, we get to hear the plan. You know, Tasha said, you know, she's gonna be hiding out in the car. All Tariq has to do is send, you know, let Ghost go out to the car. She was gonna handle it. And then we get to the scene and we see Tariq decides that he don't want to follow the plan.
Yeah, because I mean that idea was planted earlier in the episode when he went and brought Dre, and he put the gun in that little pipe container section in the wall. So I was just like, oh yeah, that's gonna be the murder weapon right there. That's gonna allow him to do it.
But at the same time, I feel like the thing that put the X on it was the whole. And I said this back on one of the reviews we did. I think it was on the episode 10 review. That when he said I gave Roller one more chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That that was gonna come back to haunt him in the end. Because
Breeze, not Roller. Breeze.
Yeah, that was one of the things when we talked about it when we were dissecting it. We were initially saying it was Tariq.
Yeah,
that was the thing.
That was it.
He gave him another chance when he went back there to talk to him again. Like, you sure you want me to turn myself in?
Yeah.
But I think really what it was that conversation that he had in his own mind with who he projected as his real father, who was Kanan.
Yeah.
Because that, first of all, it was hilarious because his reaction was my reaction. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
So
it was real surprising because it was out of nowhere.
But see, and in that moment, Kanan gave him good advice and bad advice at the same time. Because it's like he kind of told him he didn't understand, but he understood Tariq enough to know you already made the decision already.
Yeah.
The only thing left is to actually go through and do it.
And can we please applaud? It was just like, you did the same thing to me. I didn't see it coming. And I was just like, he was like, man, I'm sorry, man. You could have went out better than that. I'm like, are we really having a regular conversation? It was a dope conversation, but at the same time.
So whose conversation did you like better with Kanan? Tariq's?
Kanan and Tariq?
Yeah, Kanan.
Because he was like, man, at least I went out with a couple pigs, you know? Yeah. And I was just like, yo, this is hilarious for some reason.
But in Tariq's mind, that's what Kanan would say.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a good scene.
No, that was good. That was real good.
So let's talk about that last scene, man, when Tariq is talking to Ghost on the balcony of the whole area. That was a really tough conversation.
Man, all of it. Yeah, man, it was tough. Yeah.
Kudos to the actors, man, because when Tariq said this all started because of you and Angela.
Yeah.
Did you see reaction from Ghost?
It was tough.
I saw it, but I wasn't feeling that.
No, I felt it because it was just, to me, I don't know. To me, it really reached out to me because I felt like over the season, Ghost hasn't really been owning up to his shit that he started.
I mean, he never owned up to
So
anything.
when he heard him say that with Tariq with a gun in his hand, it was kind of like a aha moment, like, damn.
Yeah, this is it.
This is my fault.
Yeah.
I made this. Like, I don't know. I just felt like that was a real important scene because his reaction, he looked like he was about to start watering his eyes and everything like that.
His tone changed, his demeanor changed. He started saying, I love you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, everything changed after that.
And I think that was like the moment that it hit him. I don't know why it took him this long, but at that moment, he was just like, shit.
Well,
I can't reverse this.
I can't bring that
Well,
back.
it took so long because he did think he could. He didn't think it was. I don't think he really thought he was going to go through with it. Like Kanan told him, like he's not going to expect it coming from you.
Yeah.
He still didn't think it was going to happen even after that conversation. But even with the whole thing, because in Tariq's mind, this started when the whole thing with Angela happened. But that's only in like a kid's mind.
Yeah.
Like, but trust and believe as he gets older. He's gonna feel like, damn, because Ghost told him earlier in the club, relationships between men and women are extremely complicated. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Tariq would know that. I mean, he's probably gonna run into homegirl that stole his shit, and he's gonna find out how complicated it is while he's at the other school.
Yeah.
But right now, in that moment, though, it was just tough to watch. Just because
really
Tariq,
tough.
the way Ghost was delivering the lines
Yeah.
and selling in the face expressions, amazing acting, and in the way Tariq was acting and the way he was selling the lines. Like, that whole moment, I can't even imagine, like, if you're, like, directing or on set, holding a microphone, holding the camera, I don't see how you're not sitting there like...
Yeah.
And it's like, that whole situation made me think, like you said, he's still a kid. He's got that mindset. So... that's why I can't put it past him because he's thinking about, well, it's either I'm going to jail or my mom's going to jail. And for a kid to be in that situation,
They're not gonna make the smart move.
they're not making a smart move.
They're not thinking future.
They're not. And I think Tasha,
He ain't Ghost because Ghost wouldn't have did that.
Oh no.
because Tasha, when she was in the truck, she was just like, oh, I'm stupid. He about to do something that he gonna regret. So just with her even running in at that moment, just for her to see that,
Yeah. She
goodness.
because at the same time, I don't think she
Wanted
wanted
to do
Ghost
it.
to die.
She didn't want
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
And she
For as
wasn't gonna
much
do
as
it.
she probably hated Ghost,
Yeah.
I still don't because like even when she looked at herself in the mirror, in her reflection,
And she saw
Sean.
Yeah.
I still think like there was something in her that's just like this ain't me.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Like
Yeah.
this ain't how I handle things. Like
Yeah.
I know I'm at this point right now. I'm doing anything it takes to protect my family, but even we know that Tasha knows that Ghost probably wasn't gonna let Tariq do that time.
No.
Like I think she let people get in her head throughout the episode, like whether it was Dre or
I don't know. Would a ghost have done it? Would
No, he wouldn't have.
You think so?
Because like he said, like he was gonna get him at least up like
Yeah, he would have
probation.
figured it out. You know what I mean? Ghost would have figured it out.
I don't know. The way Ghost was acting this episode, and even before the other perspective, it's just like, I don't know. What Ghost really...
But at the same time, if he did make Tariq do it all of the time, I think he would have did it just because he felt Tariq needed it done. You know what I'm saying? Like he needed to do the time because Tariq, it was something. It like at that point, it's too late to try
It's
to
too
change
late.
the guy. He's already like 17, 18.
Yeah. And they made a point with that conversation they had when they were arguing in the room, in the house. He was like, that's the problem. We've been saving him all this time. He has to do his own work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Tasha didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
No.
Because she was like, you said you was going to take the rep for him. You said this. And at the same time, I'm like, he is making a point. He is a man. He's growing to a man. He got to own up for his stuff.
Ooh.
So you want Ghost to take the rap for him, go to jail, right?
Yeah.
Not be able to be in politics anymore, and then Tariq is still gonna be out here selling drugs.
This makes no sense.
It's wild.
Because he would have took the rap and he still would have been selling drugs,
Yeah.
as opposed to him possibly going in, getting slapped with probation,
Yep.
and then saying like, you know what, seeing what his dad's starting to do, and then possibly turn it around like, yo, there's other ways for me to make money. I don't have to sell drugs like my dad did back then to make money. I don't have to, I can legally make a shitload of money
Easily.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because he introduced him to Stern. He introduced
Everything.
He's
Yeah.
saying, let me
Yeah.
introduce you to the mayor.
Yeah.
Like if the mayor's in your back pocket and then you get knocked for something, like
That's
he
true.
said, like I feel like Ghost said it from his perspective.
Well, maybe that's
Like-
what we need to be looking at. The fact that Tariq is not,
Excited, motivated.
he's
by
not
that.
motivated by that. He's Ghost.
No, I get that, but
That's who
I'm
he
just
is
saying,
now.
like if he would have actually took the time out and listened to Ghost throughout the episode, because
Yeah.
Ghost even mentioned, like, you killed the murder of your sister. Somebody's gonna have sympathy for that. Like, think about that. You're on the stand. You're on.
Bruh.
You're in the jury,
When
and
he
then
said-
somebody comes up there and they killed somebody that killed their little sister. How are you gonna feel about that?
Bruh,
You're gonna be
when-
like, well, I'm not about to send that guy to jail for life. Like the dude shouldn't have did what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're on the jury and you got to hear that story, where are you gonna stand?
When he said you let your sister get killed, I
That
felt for
was
Tariq. Bro.
crazy.
Yeah, that was cold. That was cold. That was cold.
My heart sunk. I'm like, damn, Dad.
Yeah.
Woo.
Like,
I mean, but Ghost is real bitter about that. Though.
Yeah.
But-
Let's not get. Let's
Yeah,
not
I
get
mean,
that
it was
fucked
real
up.
facts. Because, I mean, he was in the wrong
yeah.
for everything allowing his sister to get killed. But just the manner.
Because to Ghost, Raina was his light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for Tariq to get into some dastardly shit, and his sister tries to stand up for that by not throwing him under the bus, because she could have told her dad,
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
but she stood by her twin brother, and he got her killed.
And I bet you Raina would have been way grateful to meet mayors and build up in that political side.
She would have
Now
been
he got-
on that.
He looked at his drug dealer son like, come on. You know what I'm saying? But I love how Courtney kind of like shine a light on the consequences of the drug game.
Yeah.
Because Tariq's been losing.
Yeah.
He lost his sister.
Yeah.
Killed his dad
Yeah. Now
And-
lost his mom.
and lost his mom. You know what I mean? That's the reality of being young and getting to like big boy problems.
But let's get to that one scene though. First off, when he did the whole crying thing and outside in the police, I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of a Ghost move.
That was
But
smooth.
That was definitely a ghost move.
Yeah.
But I personally love the breakdown he had upstairs.
yeah,
after
yeah,
he-
that
That was-
breakdown.
So he
yeah.
shot his
Man.
dad.
I think
he looked over.
okay,
and
yeah,
saw
I can't
Tommy.
forget about that.
Yeah.
That
And
that
then-
scene where he sees Tommy and him, like the realization of
that
what
Tommy
you
could have
committed.
just killed you. But
No,
the
not even
person
just
you
that.
just shot stopped him from killing you.
That's
Yeah.
I think just seeing the pool of blood along with Tommy was just like, damn, Tommy's there and I killed my dad.
Damn.
Like
Everybody's there. His mom was there.
Yeah, like-
Kanan was there. Yeah.
so that scene right there in his breakdown, he pulled that off. Like I felt every emotion he
Yeah,
was
that was
feeling.
amazing.
It was just like, oh yeah, you can't come back. This
Mm.
this is done. You did it.
Especially when he thought he killed Tommy. From my understanding, he probably thought he killed
Yeah, he
Tommy
probably
Depp.
thought Vincent got Tommy and
Right.
everything like that.
It's
Yeah,
like, then Tommy survived, and it's like, man,
yeah.
he's probably scared for his life
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, that was some amazing acting from him.
And Tasha as well, because when he was like,
Yeah,
"I know
when-
what to do, Mom. Got to go burn the stuff, everything." Did
Oh.
he burn it?
I didn't see
She
him
did.
burn
He
it.
just went through it and no, he said he did, but we
Oh,
saw him throw it in the
Maybe-
dumpster. Maybe he
they
went
didn't
back off
show-
screen.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, he threw it in the dumpster.
Right,
he threw it in
right.
a bag and threw it in the dumpster.
But just that accusation, Tasha was just like, what did I do? Like, she was just like, oh shit, he already know how to do this because I did teach him how to do this.
Yeah.
But just the realization in that moment, like, look at what I've created, kind of feel, and it was just like, man, this is wild.
that whole last that couple 2-3 minute scenes right there, and the acting between Omari, Tommy from his perspective,
yeah.
and
Amazing.
Tasha from her perspective, and Tariq from his perspective. That all that acting, because like when Tasha ran, I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? Like
Yeah.
I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like,
man.
I'm talking about they was smashing the acting,
They was
smashing the acting,
All-star team.
and the whole
Yes.
time I'm just sitting there thinking like, I don't want this shit to end yet.
No.
But yeah, the next part where they're at the
Police station.
no, not even that.
The lawyer.
The lawyer.
How
Ghost.
did y'all feel about Ghost leaving Tasha? Nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yo, I'm just saying that my man clearly sells drugs, right? Why would you leave your money to your spouse if you know there's a good
No.
chance she will either get you set up to get killed
I don't
or
even
kill him herself?
I don't even think that. I think that this will was made after he got with Angela.
Oh, I see.
So
Nah, because they said that he made an update to it
When?
and added pause. Remember?
when was the update?
We don't know. It must have been after Angela
it
died.
must be after
That's
Angela's
okay,
death.
and then that too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for him to do that,
I
that-
think he did it because he felt like if he died, it was gonna be because of Tasha.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
the
She
way I
gonna
took
know
it.
I
or
feel
she
you
gonna
on
do it.
I feel you
Yeah.
on that. Okay.
Because think about it. He's like, Tasha sent you here to do this to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already had it
He
in
knew
his
it.
mind. Like, if somebody
Yeah.
tries to kill me, it's gonna be Tasha.
Yeah.
And if she didn't do
Yeah.
it, she's gonna be affiliated.
Yep.
But that moment where Tariq was like, "Don't worry, I got you, Mom." Well, actually, you have to complete a 4-year
Like, hold on,
degree.
comma.
Yeah,
comma.
You-
You gotta finish it for it.
Uh,
Everything goes to
let's not-
Tariq, comma.
Let me not forget about the mom. She was like,
That's it.
"That's it. All I get is a year pay rent. That's it."
Like, yo, you could come up
Bro.
on that if you grind hard
Yeah.
enough.
Man.
But yeah,
I wish
when-
somebody would leave me a year of no lease.
but I felt like that was like Ghost's last move from the grave.
Man.
He was like, "Yeah, I got y'all niggas. It's okay."
Tariq
He
had
might
that.
as well have died and left the chessboard there. You know what I'm saying? With Tariq's king took
Bro.
over.
Yeah.
Tariq had that Dave Chappelle Dylon face where he was like,
It's just like, why you mad? You gotta go to school.
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 But I want to sell drugs.
I'm always selling
Yeah, I know, right? I want to sell drugs. You want me to go to school to get some dumb shit called stocks? And you know what I'm saying? Why do I want ownership in a nightclub?
Right?
Oh man.
That's the reaction, not Pa son.
Yeah.
You know, that's the real
Yeah, my
reaction.
son is like, yes, I get to go back
School.
to school.
Touchdown.
Tariq's like, I gotta go to school for 4 years.
4 years?
He's still controlling us from the grave. Like, bro.
Man, I'll kill him again.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean, considering the fact that Tasha did tell him she wanted him to go to school so he can learn both aspects of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
So, in the end, I think he still is gonna end up selling drugs.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah, gotta sell drugs.
He's
I
just
mean-
gonna be educated.
Yeah.
But how'd y'all feel about the roll up to Tasha's ultimate betrayal?
I was a little salty there because I was just like, all right, that was hood radish for you to
Yeah, a
set.
little hood
No,
radish.
I was mad because that
Set
was
Q up.
sloppy.
That
That
really
was super sloppy of
Yeah.
Tasha, and I feel like that was. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it was gonna come back to bite her anyway. You're sleeping with the guy that's supposedly arrested for ghost death.
But no, she was sloppy because she was like, oh, maybe if I'm with him, she won't accuse me of actually doing it. But the look she gave him, shit, I ain't know. Like she was in the blanket like, I don't know what they talking about. You look damn dead giveaway.
Yeah,
But my man Q had the smarts to get an alibi.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Q for
Shout
actually
out,
being a
man.
smart person on the
Shout out to
show.
Omar Epps, man.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Went to watch Love and Basketball at the bar
Yeah.
while she was trying to kill girls.
But I mean, he was like, yeah, he was at the diner getting a Red Bull, watching Love and Hip Hop,
Love and Basketball. He saw
loving basketball.
he saw that whole last game between Sanaa Lathan and Omar Epps, and he was like, yo, you know what? Let me order a Red Bull, so I'm gonna take it.
I know, right?
But
It's all
that
focused.
was a smart move. I felt like that was, even though I really hate how that was handled, because I felt like Tasha has been more clever than that.
right.
I was just
Yeah.
like, for her to go out like that in the last moment, I
But
get it.
Since
That was
when has
kinda whack.
Tasha been more clever than that? When Ghost hadn't had anything to do with the plan.
I mean, true.
Like, let's be
That's
honest.
true.
To be honest,
Most
yeah.
most of the
That's
smart plans in this show have came from Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's his name? Not Julio, the other dude, the other Hispanic dude that we like, always wore the hat.
Oh
Maurice? No. You said who with a hat, right?
The Hispanic dude, he was the
Maurice.
head of the El Sodados.
yeah. Oh yeah, the older guy.
What's his name,
I
Maurice?
think it's Maurice.
I
No,
don't think so.
Maurice or something like that.
That was like his best friend though.
Yeah, it was Maurice, right?
Yeah, close friend.
So, I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's that.
Somebody in the comments will correct it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But between them two, him and Ghost,
Yeah.
they were the ones that always came up with the plans.
True,
Yeah.
true.
We saw
true.
what happened with Tommy's plans. Everybody's plans always fuck up.
Yeah.
You got to be Ghost to come up with the plan.
But,
Tommy
we
just started getting good.
But we forgot about Tariq's ghost moves to Saks. We can't forget about
And
that.
that
That
was
happened
I
smooth.
mean,
before.
I didn't forget about it, but I mean,
Yeah.
we could talk about
I
it.
mean, I thought that was a nice move by him. Dumbass move by Saks though.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I get it. This is why he was there. I wish we could have seen Saks going in there. I mean, but that was a nice play to use on Saks. But
And then Tariq had it covered, but Tasha, she
yeah,
jumped the gun.
Yeah,
I don't think Tariq had it covered. I'm not 100%
he thought
sure.
he did.
I'm not 100% sure because I felt like she realized like it's not 100%
Oh, I see.
locked down like he thinks it is. So let me set somebody else
I know
up
Blanca
just
was
in
like,
case.
I'm not going out like this.
No, Blanca was.
She was like, I'm
I
not
felt like
going.
we should have got another episode from her perspective.
She was
where
heated.
She realized her job was on the line. Like, oh, I got to figure this out.
Golly.
Yeah, that part was crazy. The whole flip on Saks was
Yeah.
cool. It just showed
Yeah.
how cold blooded Tariq was. He don't care that he killed his dad. Fuck Tariq. He a little bastard.
Yeah, man.
And that scene with Tasha going into the prison was really well done just to see.
It was reminiscent of that Viola Davis scene from.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Get
that's
Away with
exactly
Murder.
what came to mind. It's just that, just all of that just coming away, you stripping down everything that you've been, I guess.
All
Yeah.
her insecurities,
Yeah,
like Courtney
so-
said.
Yeah,
So-
she peeled that weave back, and she took off the eyelashes. That was a really tough scene.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate eyelashes too. Like,
Oh
the
my
fake ones.
gosh.
I hate the fake eyelashes. So I was happy to see her take them off.
Yeah.
This guy.
You don't hate them big floppy.
Hey,
eyelashes?
I'm not commenting.
Yeah,
Women
anyway.
can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
All right, you know.
I didn't say they couldn't.
Okay.
I just said I hate them.
All right.
The eyelashes,
He
not
said
the
that.
women.
Yeah.
He said that. He
We're,
said
we're the really big floppy
Yeah,
ones.
the
those
big
tough.
floppy
Yeah.
ones that look like fucking peacocks on your eyelashes.
I get those.
But yeah, so even with that, man,
So we're gonna talk about the end. Well, first of all, let me get this before we talk about the end. Let me ask y'all this, because this is where my frustration comes for the episode. Was this multiple perspective run worth it?
Good
I loved
question.
it.
You
I
think
loved,
so?
I loved it. I think Courtney is a genius.
I love
liked it towards the
Tommy
end.
and Tasha and Tariq's.
That's it. I
And
agree
that's
with
it.
that.
I'm sorry, because I felt like, this episode was pretty much of how I envisioned it in my mind. So
Yeah.
I kind of like, I'm not gonna say the episode was predictable. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I pieced it together by like the 13th episode, which was Tommy's episode. So what I'm saying is, I felt like,
I mean, most people piece it together by episode.
but
10,
still, I'm just saying for this multiple format, I don't think it was that much of an impact, in my opinion, which kind of made the finale less of an impact, because to me the finale was just the actual realization of what we already pieced together and to set up these multiple spinoffs.
Yeah.
So I don't really think the show did a great job being a finale. It didn't feel like a series finale to me. It just felt like a finale and a kickoff point. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it don't. With series finales, I mean, it did close multiple storylines, but it didn't close everything.
Yeah.
But
you can literally stop watching Power right now and be satisfied. So I don't buy that.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like this was like the hooking series finale, in my point.
I actually grew to like that perspective thing.
Okay.
Just because the end, I just really liked it because you had so many different angles and so many. Like, it threw us off. We all knew it was
Yeah,
Tariq, but
most
somehow
definitely.
We
It
almost.
made us start. It made us overthink.
I just don't feel like
Right.
more. I just didn't feel like all of them didn't hit as well as they should. Like, I like Dre's.
Yeah.
But my favorite was Tommy's. My favorite has to be Tommy's. I like this one's too as well from Tasha and Tariq's point of view. But my favorite was Tommy, because just the way he went out, rolling, just leaving the city, like that felt like the definitive end of a show.
That was a solid episode.
You hear
yeah.
me? But I don't know. It's just I'm kind of conflicted, because I'm just like, I enjoyed this finale, but then I'm just like, I know it's not over. If that makes any sense. I don't know.
like I said, you can stop watching right now and it's over.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not watching these spinoffs. I
They
don't
say
know
that,
why.
but watch
Exactly.
watch them first week numbers.
The only thing is, they did a good job of painting Tariq as a young, dumb kid.
Mhm.
But for him to be the new Ghost, that's going to be hard for me to look at
Okay.
Tariq as
I think that's what I'm thinking about.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, I don't know if we're probably gonna see him grow into that over the course of the season while he's in school.
But will that be as entertaining to us,
I don't know.
knowing
We'll see.
as you
Yeah.
know?
I don't look. I'm not.
Can he hold? Is like that's what the end stinger made it confusing. Now, is this the head star is Michael Rainey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it said.
It
Yeah.
says starring because it said with Mary J. Blige, so I'm just like, okay, I thought she was the main character of the show,
They
but
just
No,
didn't
he's
want to tell
Ghost.
us beforehand because it's like they knew who it was gonna be.
Mm.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to tell you.
I don't.
Yeah,
And
who
I'm with Bang Bang on this. I don't know how interested I'm going to be with Tariq being a central character unless they. I mean, we just gonna be watching them dealing drugs in school.
Look, man, I'm
Yeah.
not. I will never sleep on Courtney. She
I'm
is
not
a-
sleeping.
she is.
I'm
She's
just
a real one.
being.
Yes, you are.
No.
with
She's
what
a
you
real
just
one.
said.
How am
look,
I sleeping?
I
Look,
put my faith in Courtney. I think she'll find a way to make it interesting. And I feel like if the show ain't interesting, they'll figure out.
I
They'll
don't-
see when them ratings come in
I'm
and
not-
they'll change whatever they need to change.
I'm going to be sitting there the first time it come on. I'm not saying I'm canceling anything. I'm just saying
Oh, I'm
I have
canceling
faith.
until it come back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's canceled.
I have faith in Courtney, but it's just like I don't know about Tariq's character. But he
I
has
agree with
shown
that.
me these last few episodes that he is capable of.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
being a
man,
central
he's gonna
character.
run into homegirl at the school,
Yeah.
and shit's gonna get interesting real fast. There's a whole bunch of things that were left open that made it interesting enough. There were enough things that were closed, and you got to think he doesn't have neither one of his parents. What is he gonna turn into without their guidance? Who's gonna get in?
And okay, and
and
that's
try
a
to help
that's an
him out.
interesting
a
aspect
good
of the
one.
show because
Yeah,
he has
so-
nobody to really go to. He might
and
go
then
see
he's
his
still
mom a
gonna
couple
want to
times
try
in
to keep
prison.
a relationship with his sister because
Yeah.
he doesn't want to stray away from Yaz, who's probably gonna be with his grandmother, who's gonna be getting on him all
Yeah.
the time.
He only
Like
has, what, a
there's
year?
gonna be some interesting aspects. At least I'm pretty sure that's not the last time we've seen Elisa Marie, especially since he caped for her and told Tommy not to do anything.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll see her again. Well, we might see Cash again. Like I'm really interested to see where this goes. I think Courtney is smart enough,
Good
and she's
point.
gonna bring those things back.
Good point, because they mentioned it, too.
You
Yeah,
saw how
yeah.
she was remembering what episode things were
Yeah,
happening.
she
She
was-
was like
yeah, she was sick
106
with it.
that happened,
Yeah.
102
She was sick
that-
with it.
and I'm
Yeah.
just like, if she's that meticulous when she comes to her writing, she's gonna come up with some stuff that when you're watching this this first episode of the Tariq thing, they're gonna put enough stuff in that last hook that you're just gonna be like, Damn.
Well, I'll tell
'Cause
you.
we still don't know who Homegirl was working for. You know that was set up like that for a reason.
Yeah.
That was almost set up like an MCU movie. Like we gonna find out
Yeah.
who the villain is later on.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not doubting Courtney, man. I'm sorry.
And I'm not either. I'm just talking about the characters. You know,
That's-
that's
I
all
know.
it is.
Yeah.
And what
And
people.
that's what I'm depending on Courtney to do.
No, because people have grown with power. They've grown
Yeah.
with the cast of power, and I guess Stars is putting tremendous faith in Courtney, as they should.
Because stars ain't shit without power.
And that's what I was leading to, because I'm like, yo, I knew about the spinoffs, but I didn't know they were going to all announce them like they
all
did.
of them,
The
bro.
rollout was crazy. I'm like, Power Book 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm
Man.
like, yo, okay, I
So
see
I'm
you out
gonna
here,
big
Courtney.
carpet
I'm wondering if
rollout.
they about to do like Love and Hip Hop. So when one season ends, another one starts. So we
And
might
that
be
was
a
my
while
next
away.
Exactly.
question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's
So
what's
we're going to get like a whole year of power.
Well, because they don't want to cancel our subscriptions.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, they don't want us can. Yeah, for real.
yeah, so they're going to put power out throughout the year. The power's going to be on all year long.
Hashtag power never ends.
Yeah, Disney looked at those numbers and like, yo, y'all got to get power that money.
But I mean, like, I'm just skeptical. I'm trying to keep my. I
am
love
too.
what Courtney Kipps did, with the show and everything like that.
Then trust in Courtney.
She's created a monster with Tariq. She's created a monster. So
Yeah.
He is the most polarizing character in Power.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed the main character.
Because I'm just saying, and I've been calling for that for like 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Ghost to die. But aside from that, though, I didn't know if it was gonna be Tariq when I said that.
Yeah,
I felt like it
yeah.
should have been Tommy at that time, or anybody else. I can't remember. I don't need to go back and watch those because the room was ugly. But aside from that, though, I trust Courtney. I think all of these spinoffs will be somewhat decent. I just don't see Courtney writing bad shows. Like, over the course of Power, how many bad episodes has there really been?
Good point.
Not too much.
There's been
point.
more bad episodes of Game of Thrones in one season than there has been in Power, period.
It's a completely different caliber of a show, but I get what you're leading
I mean,
to.
it's still writers, it's still
Yeah,
producers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Toss a coin to Courtney Kemp.
Oh, nobody's not denying that. I just want, I really want this universe to succeed, and everything like that, because I love what they're building.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when I saw freaking young Ghost and young Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy with the braids.
With the braids. I knew he should have braids too. Shout out to you guys thinking. You know what I mean?
So, I was just like, oh, because I was like, oh, we actually getting a prequel? And I'm interested to see what they do with Raising Kanan. I think that's the one I'm really interested in. And I'm guessing Force will be Tommy's because we saw the blue car.
Yes.
So, I mean, that
Need
has
that
to be
one.
Tommy's spinoff. So I'm all down for it. I'll just, hopefully we keep these keep these writers, keep these great directors, keep it going.
Trust me, the money that they're going to give them is going to be higher than what they're already getting. So
I
they're going to
hope
have
so.
an opportunity to hire some of the best of everybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the MCU calls Courtney Kemp at some period, at some point.
And I think that's why my thing with the finale is I take this as a good season finale. I don't know if this is a series finale. I mean, I know y'all think differently, but I feel like this is just that launch off point for all these other
Man,
shows,
my
which is
question
good
for
in that
season
opinion.
Finale for a series finale is, could you stop watching the show after that and feel like it's over?
No, because I feel like there's more that needs to be told. Like everything with the show is done, but I felt like I needed to know more. Like,
Well, that's the preface. See, when you finish The Wire, there's still stuff that's left open.
but that felt
but it's
complete to
over.
me though. The end of the Wire felt
Yeah.
complete.
I mean, well, okay.
I
So
felt
we
like
just got
they-
difference of opinions.
I felt like
'cause
they
this
was
felt-
because I felt like they resolved a lot of plot points with the Wire and everything like that, and there were windows of opportunity to think like, oh, I wonder what happened with this, but you weren't left like just groveling for it, like, you know what I mean? I felt like
I love growl. I mean, look, I'm not feeling like I'm content. If the next season of Power didn't come out until they said next January, I'm perfectly fine. I don't feel no anxiety. I'm not super hyped to figure out. I'm complete.
I think
They gave us what we want.
I think this is just because of the perspective thing. It was a long, drawn out finale, 5-episode finale to me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like. This was a 5-episode finale.
you
I'm
don't
glad.
like Clue then.
I don't like Clue.
The game.
I'm talking about a show, man. Come on.
I like.
I just
Clue.
felt like this was a 5-episode finale. So maybe my series finale was just this whole thing. Maybe that's why I didn't really.
This was a choose your ending book. And
It really
I
was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Really was.
Got everything I wanted from out of it. It made sense to me. Tyresha did it. Tasha wasn't going
Oh,
to
yeah, I
be
already-
there
yeah.
and be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, yeah.
His best friend was there to sit with him as he died. You know, it's like, and then Kanan, Ghost of Kanan came up.
Yeah.
We're like, "Woo!"
Talk to both of them.
Don't sell drugs. You said what?
Talk to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that
And
was
your boy
perfect.
Saxophone Sax is back.
Saxophone. Yep, got his job back. You know what I mean?
He
So,
was
I mean,
feeling himself too.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, man?
That's pretty much it,
That's
man.
real me.
I mean, I'm ready for these spinoffs. I'm
mean,
glad
I'll
we
be
got it coming
here-
this summer.
I'll be here
Yeah.
to review them when they come.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All
I'm
down.
anxious to see what comes of them.
Yep. I'm excited.
Shout out to Courtney Kemp.
Shout
I
out.
think
Yeah.
she is a genius.
Yes.
Somebody better tell Bob Iger and Kevin Feige that's the next phone he should be dialing. Like, yo, can you write us an MCU movie?
Yeah, for real, for real.
And then she could be the next James Gunn to do a
Yeah.
whole section of the MCU.
Oh yeah, power in space. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's good enough.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like she's good enough for that. I don't know if
Drug
Kevin
dealer in
Feige's heard the
space?
name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get Iron Man, start selling some like technical dope, some microchip dope.
Radio or something.
Yeah.
I'm Space Ghost.
Yeah, space.
Nah, but I think she can. I think she can do a lot more than just drama, and she's a real genius.
No, yeah,
man.
real talk. Yeah, she could.
Oh, yeah.
I really think she is a very talented writer. I mean, shouts out to her and,
And giving
everything like that.
getting Atari Naughton some more fucking roles. I don't want to see Michael Rainey Jr. in nothing no more. He's a
Damn.
he's a piece of crap.
Damn, man. Yo,
he is
it's
such
hard.
a bad guy. I'm just joking.
Man, the whole cast was fire. I
Yeah,
think
man,
all the
yeah.
main characters killed it. I think Omari Hardwick.
Yeah.
He is like, even looking back at that show, he was a perfect Ghost.
I mean, he said
Perfect
it
main
perfectly in the Confidential, like, because I followed Omari in a couple shows. He was on the show called Dark Blue. It was like a police kind of show and everything like that. And what he said, he was like, I never knew what a fan was till I came on Power. And I
Yeah.
think that means a lot because not many really people was looking at him as an actor until Power.
Oh yeah.
He's been on a lot of shows and movies before Power.
I think he was doing another movie while he was doing that Confidential because he was so
Yeah.
busy he couldn't even
Yeah.
show up.
Oh,
for
yeah,
any
yeah,
of it.
Yeah. So I'm glad he got this as a launching point or evolution point
Relaunch.
of his career, you know. But yeah, shout out to Omari Hardwick, man, for real, because just the whole little montage of all the scenes they've been throughout the years, and just the way Courtney Kemp actually read for the original 4, I guess you could say, or the 3 to be in
Yeah.
that room, all along with Tariq. This is like, you know, just the significance of all that. Like,
I just wanna say
I really
how
like how
that-
she does that.
That little Angela really sounded like Angela.
Yep.